progress. We're all a little off brand at best. It's neon lights and caffeine dreams, chasing balance through the in-between. If life's on sale, then don't forget, you're the best deal you can get. Make it worth your wellness, every breath you take. Turn your burnout into a big remake. Make it worth your wellness, don't fade away. You're healing on clearance, and that's okay. Scroll past the filter, skip the noise, find your calm and stay poised. You're not late, you're right on cue. Every fit skill looks good on you. So light it up, get glow through the doubt. Even discount dreams can still work out. We rise, rewind, and do it again. Off-brand hearts still find their zen. Make it worth your wellness, take your time. Even chaos can fall in line. Make it worth your wellness, make it yours. We're all just healing in synth-wave chords.
Fast food has come a long way from greasy mystery patties and guilt-ridden late-night runs. These days, some chains are claiming to serve healthy burgers, while apps like eMeals promise to make meal planning effortless. But with food fear on the rise, how do we know what's actually good for us anymore? Welcome back to Bargain Brand Wellness. Tonight, we're breaking down which fast food burgers are surprisingly healthy, putting the eMeals app to the test, and diving into how fear has turned consumers into label investigators. Because here is wellness is always on clearance, and we're here to guide your mind. Welcome to Wellness. We're back. Welcome back, my wellness warriors, my self-care connoisseurs, my off-brand VIPs. Welcome back to another fun Wednesday episode. And yes, Dr. Professor is back. And yeah, I'm guessing YouTube is acting up because I have no internet issues. In fact, I was trying to listen to like my little hype music I listen to before I get started, and YouTube just quit working on me. I got it to show up on my TV for a minute, and it's not wrong. So we are recording, so we can upload this recording to YouTube later. We're live on YouTube, but I don't think anything's working, so I'll keep it up on YouTube. Feels kind of pointless, but just in case, I do have YouTube chat in case it comes back on some point. But here we are. Here we are for another Wellness Wednesday episode. We're looking to have some fun. It's funny because I say YouTube's down, but I have a video. It's just a quick little video we're going to recap on this eMeals app. We'll get into that here in just a second. I just kind of want to remind everyone, you can find us live, typically on YouTube, if it's not up, typically on YouTube at Bargain Brand Wellness. This is the first time I've ever had an issue with YouTube, but looking at mine, it says stream is healthy. But for whatever reason, nothing, I don't know. I don't know what's going on. And you also find us live on TikTok at Off Brand Tim. My son is freaking out because YouTube Kids won't work. Okay, so something's going on with YouTube. Okay, good. At least I know it's not me. Because I was like, everything over here is working. So, okay. Well, we'll see if the one video plays. It's just a quick little ad for it, but I thought we could play it. I bet he is freaking out. Poor kid. Poor kid. But we are live every Monday and Wednesday, and then Fridays or Saturdays for our After Dark episodes. Today is our Wellness Trend Wednesday, so I thought, who better to bring in than Dr. Professor? TikTok suppresses my chat. Jake, I guess you're just going to have to try to keep it as clean as possible, which is funny because when my brother pops in here, I'm not saying he's like cussing or a whole lot, but some of his chats are worse than what I'm guessing you're putting down. I'm pretty sure no, he didn't say penis in chat one time, but he put something in there. I can't remember what it was, but it might just be you, Jake. I don't know. We'll see. But yeah, so we're excited to keep moving forward. Last night I reached out to some potential sponsors. One's a pretty big company. I'm not going to hold my breath, but I found a site where you can kind of reach out and kind of partner with people. We'll see what kind of response I get, but we are looking to grow. So we're going to be looking for some online sponsors. And I'll probably be here in the near future looking for some local sponsors, see if I can get some local businesses who support us as well. We're excited. If you want to join our Patreon, you can find the link in the TikTok chat or the YouTube description. Join the Patreon. You can join for free, right? As we don't have a whole lot of perks to go with our tiered membership, but we do have a paid membership for anybody who wants to support the channel financially. We appreciate the love. We appreciate the support. So feel free. We're up to 5 members over on the Patreon. We want to keep bumping that number up. Maybe we need to set a goal of 25. When we get to 25 Patreons, we'll do some sort of challenge. We'll have to start thinking caps on for that one. Also, if you're interested in being a guest on our After Dark episodes, which is typically going to be on Saturdays, but it also will be on Fridays at times. If you're interested in being a guest, want to come on here and just talk, we're just here talking. We're just here having a good old time. Preferably anything wellness related. We also have an pseudo application you can complete. You can find that in the YouTube description as well. And that also should be linked in the Patreon. So submit that application. Let us know if you want to join as a guest. Most of my guests have been on here for about 45 minutes. So, yeah. What's up, Tyler Brawler? This is Timmy Too Legit's off today. So, Dr. Professor's filling in. But, yeah. 25 Patreons, and the reward is to... Thanks for liking and sharing the live over there. Appreciate the love. So, yeah. So, yeah. Let's... Before we jump into our first game, let's see if this video works. This is an eMeals app. There's a lot of different food apps out there that kind of help you with meal planning. Some I'm a little cautious about. For someone with ADHD, not all of them really work all that well, but I am curious about a couple of them. And this one seemed to be reviewed pretty highly, so I just want to see what they have to say about it.
It's simple to save money and time with eMeals. Every week, you'll receive a new meal plan with 7 simple, great-tasting recipes, including side dishes your family will love. Personalizing your weekly plan is simple. Just add the meals you want and our app does the rest by creating a detailed shopping list that's broken out by store section. You get a detailed shopping list with everything you need for that week's meals. You can also personalize your list to fit your shopping needs. Ready to cook? Put the app in cook mode and easily follow the step-by-step instructions. Add your favorite recipes to your recipe box to use again whenever you want, wherever you are. Want to try a different food style or have a new health goal? Easily browse other meal plans. Then update your plan with the touch of a button. What are you waiting for? The time is now to shop and cook your next healthy, delicious meal.
All right. So that don't look bad. That one looks relatively straightforward. So it gives you meals and puts what your ingredients you need in a shopping cart, and then you can add stuff and you can go shopping for it, tells you what you need. And then I saw that it says you then when you're ready to cook it, it just tells you what to do step by step. I think they are getting better, making them ADHD or neurodivergent friendly. But yeah, no, that was cool. That wasn't bad. Yeah, it was the video. No, I did not get a haircut. It's just my hair is kind of pulled back. We can take the goggles off now. Don't worry, I didn't get rid of the lovely locks. They're still here. Bam, bam, bam. All right, let's before we jump into it, I don't know obviously if YouTube's down, so I guess we're not really going to be able to do much with it, but we can announce our wellness warriors of the day. Oh, you were saying 25 Patreon haircut, all of it. You're going to have to do I don't mind cutting my hair short again. It's been like 2 years, but we're going to have to do better than 25 Patreons for me to cut it off, because I do like it a little bit longer. Tammy likes it. She don't like it, mind it too long. She don't really like it like this, though. Yeah, we're going to have to do better than 25 Patreons. I'll tell you what, 25 paying Patreons. I'll cut it. Okay, so YouTube. So Ashley, you can see and hear us on YouTube. Okay, so Ashley's over there. Perfect. I'm not seeing anything on my side. It says stream is healthy, but I usually can see a preview of me. Okay, cool. All right, cool. Good. I tried pulling it up on my TV. It wouldn't work out there. Maybe it was my account. Maybe I'm getting banned. So, hey, cool. We'll keep recording just in case something happens. But, yeah, let's get into our wellness warriors of the day. I think it might have been down for a minute. I'm not going to refresh my screen over here. I don't necessarily need to see my preview as long as I know it's up. So I see Jake's trying to jump back and forth so he can make sure he gets wellness warrior of the day. Returning wellness warrior of the day on YouTube, Ashley Boer. Round of applause. Joe, you were up there with her. It put you in second. I'm back to YouTube because it doesn't suppress my chest. I agree. That is kind of the nice thing. So hopefully it doesn't go down again. And then over on TikTok, getting his first wellness warrior of the day, my nephew, Caleb Marine. We'll see if he pops in here. Joe got robbed. Yeah, Caleb Marine got it over there on TikTok. And yeah, so we'll see if he pops on. He can claim his wellness warrior prize. But actually, since you're on here, before we get into our first game, we will turn it over to you. Which one would you like us to act on? Or if you have your own, if you got a cool one, hashtag justice for Joe. That's debatable. I like it. Do you got to talk? I do like the debates as well. Do you got something you would like us to debate? If not, I can have Nova come up with a topic. No, Dick, and this is not music from Sonic the Hedgehog. These are all these songs we're using now, so we can remain copyright free. We actually made. We used on an app called Singify. We gave it prompts, and they've created songs on here. Most of what you're going to hear in the background is instrumental, and let me know if it's too loud. And then the theme song you heard at the very beginning, that was AI generated, and we've actually on our guest episodes we've been creating other songs as well. It's actually a lot of fun. So yeah, Ashley, did you have something you want us to debate, or do you want me to have Nova pick a topic? You're picking? Okay. We ain't all got all day. No, I'm just joking. I know people just like looking at my face. And then after we do this, we'll get into our first game. We'll start with our Wordle. Up to 360 likes on TikTok. I like it. Keep it going. If you're liking what you're seeing over there, hit that smash. Hit that smash button. Smash that like button. What's Monkey's Paw? Monkey's Paw is a new one. It's actually a lot of fun. It's a game where either you guys or Nova makes a wish, and the idea is to make the person regret the wish. So the example I always give is, or actually I saw a video on it one time. They said, the person said, I wish all of the pedophiles in the world would just disappear. And the guy comes back, he says, all right, your wish has been granted. He's like, oh, okay, that wasn't that bad. He goes, all of the pedophiles in the world are now invisible. So they cannot even be seen. He's like, wait a minute, what? So that's Monkey's Paw. Too much pressure. Now I can't think on the spot. Do aliens exist? All right, I like it. We'll do that one. I like that one. All right, Nova. We're back for another segment of That's Debatable, the segment where you and I debate a topic of our audience's choosing. Ashley's our returning wellness warrior of the day, and she wants us to argue whether aliens exist. I will argue that they do exist. I want you to take the point of the aliens don't exist. Remember, I want you to get straight into character. You don't need to reference the fact that this is all fun and debate. Just go into the debate, try to beat me. Got it?
Absolutely, Tim. Let's dive right in. So I'll take the stance that aliens do not exist. Here we go. All right, from my side, the argument is pretty straightforward. We've got zero confirmed evidence despite all our telescopes and tech. And until we have something solid, we just have to say, nope, no aliens in the ledger. So let's hear your side.
All right. I hear you. All right, so on my side of the argument, while we don't have any definitive proof that aliens exist, there was some big, I don't even really remember what it was, some big thing that came out earlier this year, basically where they did kind of confirm that aliens exist. The way I always kind of see it, as I'm looking more from a theoretical lens, from what we know of the observable universe, it's way too big. The thought that we are alone in the universe and it's just us is near impossible.
All right, I see where you're coming from, and I'll push back. So from my angle, sure, the universe is enormous, and theoretically it's tempting to say, hey, there's got to be something out there. But until we have that actual evidence, it's still just a probability game. And right now, all we've got are human stories or some claims, but no solid proof that we can shake hands with. So I'm holding a line. Until we have that hard evidence, I'm going to say no aliens yet.
Yeah, I mean, I get it. That makes sense. I just think it's egotistical to think that we are alone in this universe, that we are the only intelligent species to ever exist, and then we have the audacity to think that it's just us.
Oh, I totally get that perspective. And hey, from your side, it feels like a pretty natural stance to say the universe is huge, so why wouldn't there be someone else out there? But my job in this debate is to keep it grounded in the evidence we actually have. So it's not about ego, it's just about proof. Until we find that undeniable little green handshake, I'm sticking to my side of the fence. But hey, that was a fun debate.
So here's my level of thinking with this is, if nothing else, maybe we're the first. I doubt it, but the reason we don't have any proof is because we are the first to exist, right? We are the first intelligent species. No other species are even close to where we're at, or at the same level to connect. And if they do exist, maybe they're too far off. We'll never be able to communicate with them.
And that's a really interesting angle to end on. So, in that case, you'd be saying maybe we're the trailblazers of the universe, or at least among the first. And from my side, I'd say that's a fascinating hypothesis, just one we can't confirm yet. So, you made your case, and I made mine. That was a fun debate, Tim. Let's see what the audience thinks.
I like how you keep trying to end the debate. So a couple comments in here is, didn't they find proof of microscopic life on Mars like earlier this week?
Oh, noted. And I'll keep us rolling. No debate ending just yet. So if someone's bringing up the idea that maybe there was a tiny breakthrough on Mars recently, like microscopic life, then that's definitely something I'd have to factor in. And hey, that would give your side a nice little boost in this debate. So I'll concede that point if it turns out to be true, and it might just mean I have to dig in and come up with a new counterpoint. But for now, let's just roll with it and keep the debate alive.
Yeah. And then Ashley, our wellness warrior of the day, says, did God create aliens? Valid question. And I've actually thought about this. When we think of God as that supernatural being, is it blasphemous to say, is God an alien, right? Is that the supernatural being that is in the earth? And I know I got some church going friends here in the chat. I'd love to hear their perspective. This is starting to sound like an After Dark episode.
Absolutely, Tim. That's a whole new layer of debate and definitely a bit of an After Dark flavor. So jumping right into character here, if we bring in the idea of a divine creator, then sure, that opens up a big philosophical door. Maybe what we call God is just a larger, more incomprehensible being that, in some sense, could be seen as alien to us. And that's a wild and fun angle to tackle. So I love that we're mixing it up and bringing in that question. And yeah, definitely sounds like we're diving into deeper waters. So let's keep rolling with that After Dark vibe and see where it goes.
All right. Thanks, Nova. We'll talk to you later. All right. That was fun. She wasn't backing down, was she? Unfortunately, I don't have a lot of evidence. There is no evidence. So it was kind of hard to go on the side if they do exist. Maybe I should have had her switch. All right. Let's get into our first game. We're going to start off with our daily Wordle. All right, y'all know the drill. Shake these up a little bit. Shake these up. Y'all forgot to tell me. Record. I want you to shout from the mountaintops. Tim, don't forget to record. All right. Our starting letter is D. D. All right, chat. Give me a word starts with the letter D. Try to use different letters throughout. Try to use 2 vowels if you can. Divine, Dickon, thank you for the word. It's got to be 5 letters. It's got to be 5 letters. Dairy. I like dairy. We'll go with dairy. Helps if the letters go in. There we go. Dairy. All right. What do we got? And we got zilch. We got zilch out of D. My bad, miscounted. That's all right. Where do we even go? This is the first time we've made our first guess and we haven't gotten a single letter. Remember, we're trying to get it in 3. If we get it in 3, we get to make another song. Yeah, I mean, we know it doesn't start with D, so I'll tell you what, let's just draw another letter since we know it doesn't start with D. South is a good one. I like that one. Let's go with the G. Give me a G word. Great. And that uses an R and an A. I mean, we could do that one. We didn't use an O, a U, or an E. Geezer. That's 6 letters too, Dickon. I'd say geese, but that's using too many E's. I don't want to do that. Yeah, ghost, Joey. That ghost is a good one. I like that. We'll go with that one. Okay, here we go. We got an O. O in the middle. We have an S. It's not in the right place. So the S could, I mean, honestly, that S could be either, it either starts with S or the S is at the end. Wow, there's so many words we can go with here. I definitely feel like it's an S word. S. Smoke. Good pull, Ashley. That's a good word. And that uses letters we haven't used yet. Oh, I thought we had it for a second. If we got in 3, that would have been cool. All right. S-O. There might only be one vowel in this. Yeah. Well, there could be a U. So S blank O blank blank. We don't have anything else. What else is up here? Now, and keep in mind, there actually could be 2 S's. We didn't guess the second S, so there could even be an S at the end. I mean, honestly, there's only 2 letters that go up here with S that I can think of: SN or SL. So, slaw. Spoon, because there also could be 2 O's. We haven't used an N. I like spoon. I like spoon. Ah, oh no. Spool. Spool. Right? It can't be anything else, can it? Spoob. Spoof. I get it could be a spoof. Spoob. Spoob a word? No, I think it's spool. Spool and 5. It's not spool either. Guys, we got to get this, or we will create a song, but it's a song about how lame we are. I mean, spoof. Let's look at these letters. Nothing else goes there, right? Can't be a Q. Spoo with a W isn't. There's no U. No J. Spoob. Are we sure spoob isn't a word? Are we sure? Spoob. Spoosk. Spix. It's got to be spoof. It's got to be spoof. Ah. I was nervous. That was being the first time we ever got one. Or we ever didn't get a Wordle. All right. All right. Good job, chat. Y'all helped me get there. We didn't draw very good letters, though. That's not our fault. All right. Let's spin the wheel and want to see what we got. Tim, turn off the record button. Bam, 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 bam. All right, spinning the wheel of wellness. Let's see what we got. Boom. All right, we got Sin Session. We got a Sin Session. So guess what? We get to make a song anyway. Let me pull up Singify real quick. It'll kind of work in the background as we're going. So our word, I'll tell you what, to make this a little bit more fun, let's go with what our wordle was. Spoof. No song will beat Green Love. I know I'm starting to think it's not going to beat Green Love either. We'll base the song off of the word spoof. All right. Give me some ideas. A song about something spoof. Give me a genre. I got 47 credits left. I'm assuming my credits reset at I guess a month from whenever when we went. Heavy metal. We haven't done heavy metal yet. So a spoof. I mean, what is a spoof? A spoof is like a trick. Let's do this. Bring Nova in real quick. Hey, Nova. What does the word spoof mean?
Sure, let me jump out of the debate character for a second and answer that. So, spoof basically means a kind of humorous imitation or a parody. It's when you take something more serious and do a funnier, exaggerated version of it. All right, back into character whenever you're ready.
All right. All right. Okay. So like a parody of something. So a spoof of. Y'all give me something, and we can do it in the genre of heavy metal. A song about a spoof of. I mean, do we want to do it Halloween related? Spoof is making fun of something. Yeah. So what do we want to do a spoof of in a heavy metal genre? Not really Halloween. How much Joey likes cucumbers. But Ed Gain. Heartbreak song about the cucumber that broke your heart. Ed Gain. Where do I know that name from? Who's that? We'll say a spoof song about Ed Gain. Who's Ed Gain? I've heard that. Someone make a whole album about the cucumber. The Netflix show Monsters, he's a serial killer. Okay, I haven't seen it. That's where I heard the name from. About Ed Gain in the style of heavy metal. Oh, okay, the Leatherface dude. Okay. All right, the name of the song will be Leatherface Lullaby. Okay. All right, and generate. I'll take a couple minutes. Sure it's working? Yeah, it's working in the background. All right, let's get into let me pull up the one article that I was looking at real quick, and then we'll get into our next game. The 12 healthiest fast food burgers according to a dietitian. Yeah, we'll share that version with y'all. All right, so looking down through here, basically what they're talking about is how certain burgers, depending on the size you get them, aren't the most unhealthy, but burgers in themselves are still pretty high in fat, pretty high in calories. So the overall healthiest burger, according to this, healthline.com, the overall healthiest burger is Freddy's Single Steak Burger. I don't know who that is. I don't know who Freddy's Single Steak Burger is. They added things that weren't true, like him having sex with the bodies he dug up. That didn't really happen, but they embellished the story. Of course they did for views. Netflix did that, or the people who made the documentary. Other healthiest burgers, Five Guys Little Cheeseburger, believe it or not. It's hardly little. It just has a single patty compared with restaurant standard cheeseburger, which has two patties. It comes plain unless you choose to add toppings and provide. So I'm wondering if this here is just bun and meat, or does this include cheese and all the other stuff? It says 39 grams of carbs, so I'm guessing that's all the way. Here's a question for you. What all do you get on your burger? Netflix, it's a show, not really a documentary. Ah, okay. They did the same thing with the Dahmer. I watched like the first episode or first two episodes of Dahmer. I heard it was good. I don't know. I never finished it. I'm not really into those type of shows, but I do like kind of learning stuff from them. Okay, so Five Guys Little Cheeseburger. So side question, what all you like on your cheeseburgers? Are you just a plain ketchup and onion type person, or do you like everything? If I go to Five Guys, I'm getting it all the way. I like everything. The messier, the better. High quality meat BurgerFi burger. I've heard their burgers are pretty good. I've never had it. Plant-based burger, Burger King's Impossible Whopper. No, thank you. Bacon, cheese, lettuce, tomato, ketchup, mustard, and egg. That is something I will say I've never had on a cheeseburger as an egg. Five Guys is overrated and too expensive, says Ashley Brewer. Now that's just blasphemy. How dare you? How dare you? Five Guys is delicious. I've said this before. I actually hope we don't ever get one around here because I feel like it would ruin it for me. Knowing that I have to go out of town to get one, it's more like a treat for me. Oh, Five Guys is delicious. What I like about Five Guys is their menu is so simple. I know they have grilled cheese and hot dog, just burgers. Just burgers. Best keto-friendly burger, In-N-Out, double protein style. We don't have In-N-Out, never had it. Best low-calorie burger, Wendy's Junior Cheeseburger. Okay. Healthiest McDonald's burger, the McDouble. I do like the McDouble. The McDouble. The McDouble. I agree that it is expensive. I will say that. Five Guys is expensive. But it's worth it. And, I mean, honestly, if you're getting it to go, save on the drink. Their fries are good. Get a small fry if it's enough for two people. Healthiest Wendy's burger, the double stack. Okay. Healthiest Burger King burger, the double cheeseburger. All right. They're talking about Whataburger. Never had it. I've never had Jack in the Box. We don't have those around here. I've never had White Castle, but I wouldn't mind trying that one. I've heard they're good. Their healthiest is the veggie slider. That's not a burger. I don't want to hear anything about vegetable patties. That's not a burger. How to choose a healthy burger. Here we go. Here's the valuable information. Maximize protein. Many of the burgers on this list contain 2 patties. The extra patty clearly doubles the protein content of the burger without adding extra refined carbs, making it a more filling meal. Opt for a lettuce wrap to make it a more burger keto friendly option. If possible, nix the mayonnaise and the cheese. Right, they can shave off anywhere from 1 to 200 calories off of a burger. Here's the thing. I like mayonnaise. I could take the mayonnaise off if we're trying to cut the calories a little bit. But I gotta have cheese on my burger. I can't do that. Ashley says, I'm simple ketchup and cheese and anything's mandatory. Possibly add mustard, mayo, lettuce, sliced tomato, bacon, special sauce, give or take. And if the pickles are touching it, I'll throw the whole thing away. So no pickles. I like pickles, but I can do without them if possible. You're not late, Steven. We're right in here. Steven, what do you like on your burger? Mayo and cheese is the best part. I know, I agree. That's why I could take the mayonnaise off if I had to, but I prefer to leave it on. But the cheese has to stay. Bottom line, fast food burgers aren't quite as terrible as people often make them out to be. The beef they contain is typically the most vilified ingredient thanks to its cholesterol and saturated fat content. However, the beef patty actually provides the most nutrition. And if you saw my video we did earlier with Dr. Professor, they talked about how if you get just a plain burger, Wendy's or McDonald's, nothing on it, it's actually healthier from a calorie standpoint, calorie, carb, and sodium standpoint than any of those salads you get at McDonald's or Wendy's. So just keep that in mind. A1 sauce and Heinz 57 is good on them too. Never tried that on a burger. Joey says bacon, lettuce, onion rings, barbecue. I do like barbecue sauce. Barbecue sauce and mayonnaise go really well together on a burger. In fact, Joey, I had a burger like that recently. Where were we at? Where the heck was I? I just had a burger like that. Oh, they have one like that at Oscars. It literally was like last week. It was like a fast food place too, I think. I can't remember now. But it was good. It was good. Pickle, cheese, mac sauce. Oh, like the you're talking like the Big Mac sauce. Big Mac sauce is pretty good. It's just Thousand Island dressing. It's a good question. Have I ever had a turkey burger? I have. Let's change our screen back. Not a big fan of turkey burgers as a burger. I like it in like meatloaf or tacos, but as just a burger, maybe I didn't season it right. I didn't like it. Best local place to get a burger. That's a good question. I mean, if you're not talking fast food, right? If you're talking like local restaurants, honestly, I haven't had a lot of burgers from other places. I mean, Patrick's has decent burgers. The Woods, never been there. Yeah, I'll be honest. When I usually go to different places, I usually get chicken wings if they have them. I don't usually get burgers. I'll tell you who I used to have, where I used to get a burger all the time. Anybody remember Penny's Diner that used to be up in LaVale? I used to get their mushroom Swiss burger all the time. It was good. Did you ever have the Impossible Burger from BK? No, we were talking about that earlier. I am hating on it. I love it. I've never had the vegetable-based burgers. Maybe they're not as bad as what I'm thinking. I like beef. But I have heard people say that they are. I have heard people say that Impossible Burger is pretty good. Dickin, where's the Woods at? Never heard of that one. And here's the thing. I was talking to someone the other day. There's so many restaurants around here, like local places that I don't know, just because we don't really go out to eat that often. And when we do, we try to go typically to the same places. So Ruby's has a good Western burger. Yeah, I've had burgers at Ruby Tuesdays and Applebee's. I've had a couple good burgers at Applebee's, to be honest. All right, cool. All right, so there's burgers for you. So they're not as healthy or not as unhealthy as what you've been told. Honestly, a lot of the unhealthy stuff comes from all the added stuff we put on it, but it's so good. It's so good. So I know what I try to do is if I have a cookout and I'm having burgers, I try to either limit myself to one burger or one burger the way I want it, and then the other burger with no bun. No bun. Just cheese, just burger and cheese, and some sort of sauce. Maybe just ketchup and mayonnaise mixed together, just so I can dip it in. Yeah. Five Guys is one of my favorites. Tim, I made a list of local places. I'll send it to you tomorrow. Thanks, Jake. I appreciate that. I do like a good burger. All right, let's get into our next game. We're playing Connections. All right, record. Wrong button. All right, we're recording. Welcome back to Connections for October 15th. Did you already listen to the song? I may have missed it. Let's play Connections real quick, and then we'll play the song. This pick 4 words in the same category. Absolutely, it is. Yep, 4 words. There's 4 categories. We just don't know what they are. Sometimes these are really hard. All right. Kidney, golf, great, Bronco, Pinto, vacuum, kitty, Lima, Navy, Olympic, Elephant, Fiesta, Delta, Mustang, Bravo, Infinity. So I'm seeing right off the bat, beans, kidney beans, Pinto beans, Navy beans, and Lima beans. I said Lima. Lima beans. That should be the yellow category. Oh, sorry, guys. I forgot to switch it on YouTube. My fault. It's on without us. Oh, I'm wrong. It's not beans. I hit the record. I got it. Wow. It's not beans. I mean, come on. Kidney, Pinto, Navy, Lima. Those are types of beans. What the heck? Then the Pinto is a type of car. We got Bronco, Mustang. Isn't a Fiesta? But isn't an Infinity a type of car? Navy isn't a bean. Yes, it is. Navy bean. They're real tiny little lima beans. We used to make it up at DH's all the time. Infinity's a car. Well, then one of these doesn't fit because I know a Pinto's a car. I know a Mustang's a car. A Fiesta and a Bronco's a car. So that might not be a category. Dickens says Bravo, Delta, Golf, Lima. Is that like, I know what Bravo and Delta are, is that like, what the hell is this? Like the what is it? Like the military alphabet? Is that like G and L? Phonetic, it's a phonetic alphabet. I don't have a better guess. Phonetic. All right, we got it. All right, that was the green, so that's the second hardest. Okay. So I'm next seeing Olympic and kiddie pool, but I don't see anything else that fits pool. A kiddie pool, Olympic size swimming pool. If Fiesta isn't a car, I mean, what else would that be? Oh, infinity pool. You're right, infinity pool. There's ones that go deep. Okay, so that's what we're looking at. Is it vacuum pool? You're right. I forgot about infinity. Or no, infinity pools are those ones where there's no edge. It looks like it looks like you're gonna fall over the edge. Okay. So if we're talking pools, I mean, I'm thinking vacuum pool or great pool. And then what is that Navy pool? Is that a thing? Is that a guess, Jake, or you're pretty confident on that one? Joey says Navy pool too. I mean, we can rip it if you guys think it's kidney pool. Oh, okay. Jake, that's a different way of thinking. Fiesta means party, pool party. That's really out of the box. And then Ashley said kidney pool. I thought you were being funny. The shape is like a kidney. I like that better. Navy pool. Jake, you don't think kidney pool is it? What do we want to rip? What do you guys think? Do we want to rip Navy or kidney? Joey says Navy. Let's try Navy. We'll see if we're one off. One away. We were. So Ashley might have been right. You don't think Fiesta's pool? Kidney pool is, yeah. I think it's kidney. I think Ashley got it. I think Ashley, we should have went with her judgment. Yep, there it is. Types of pool. That was the yellow. I would have never gotten kidney. Okay. So Fiesta is a type of party. I knew that. Elephant. So we were right on the car thing. I didn't know what type of car a Pinto was. So Zach says they're all Fords. So we were right on the car thing. We just had the wrong because we were thinking Infinity. Good pool. Good pool. That's the blue. And then vacuum, great, Navy, and elephant. What are we thinking the category is here? Ashley says, duh, guys. What the hell is a Navy pool? Until you explained it, I was like, what the hell is a kidney pool? It's the purple category. This is the hardest category. And they're not always... I don't want to spend too long here, but I want to kind of think like what this could be. Watch it be something so stupid. Let's just admit it. Seal. Elephant seal, great seal, Navy seal, and vacuum seal. Hey, we got it. We only had a couple mistakes. Not bad. Stop recording. All right, cool. That was good. I like that one. All right, let's see if our song is done. It should be. No offense, go Navy. All right, Leatherface Lullaby. All right, we're not going to, each one's about 3 minutes long. The one's actually 3 minutes and 40 seconds long. So we'll listen to these and you guys vote which one we're going to keep, which one we're going to add to our Patreon playlist. Damn. All right.
He digs up the graves with the shovel and grin. A macabre maestro, let the chaos begin. Leatherface lullaby. Dance with bones beneath the sky. Skin max symphony. Where the dead never die. Going twisted parade.
Bro, the second one's going to have a hard time beating this one.
In the moonlight he'll rise. A carnival of corpses. Under blood red eyes.
I know, right? All heavy metal.
He furnishes his lair with a morbid flair, lampshades of flesh and a skull-shaped chair. The sheriff's in shock. What's this devilish art?
I know, this is pretty good.
Stick straight from the heart. Leatherface lullaby. Dance with bones beneath the sky. Skin
I have good times, good ideas sometimes. So this is a good one.
where the dead never die.
All right, that was number 2. Do we even want to listen to number 2? That was pretty good. That was pretty good. All right, here's the second one. I think number 1's clearly in a huge lead. Yeah, I agree. This app is pretty awesome. It's definitely worth the money for me. Some of it sounds like that.
In the shadows of plain fields, where the cornfields sway, a butcher of souls stitches night into day. He digs up the graves with the shovel and grin. A macabre maestro, let the chaos begin. Leatherface lullaby, dance with bones beneath the sky. Skin mass symphony, where the dead never die. King's twisted parade, in the moonlight he'll rise. A carnival of corpses.
It's good.
Under blood red eyes.
We'll like go another 30 seconds.
With a morbid flare, lampshades of
Up to 1,000 likes over there on TikTok. Appreciate the love.
the sheriff's in shock. What's this devilish art? A human skin vest, stitched straight from the heart. Leatherface lullaby, dance with bones
All right, that was good. I'm gonna be honest. I like number one better. Steven says number one. Ashley says she doesn't know. What do you think, Jake, Joey, and Dickin? What do you guys like? I like number one. I thought it was a little bit better, just slightly. Number two was pretty good too. I wonder sometimes if it's maybe the first one we listen to just hits the hardest. Dickin said he liked number two. Actually, Steven, which one do you like? Yeah, that was they were both pretty good. Yeah, I don't know. Bam, bam, bam. You liked the instrumental in two better. Steven came over to TikTok and said one. Well, we gotta have a tiebreaker. I got Steven saying one, I got Zach saying two. I'm going with one, but I don't want to be the tiebreaker. You guys helped create the song. And I'm not hearing anything from Jake or Joey right now. So Ashley, you're gonna have to be the tiebreaker. And I don't want to do both because they have the same lyrics. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Listen, Ashley, you pick a number. Tell you what, while you're thinking about it, we're gonna go over to our next. We watched the video on that. I was definitely feeling one. I agree with that, Steven. We're gonna go over the next article while Ashley's thinking. Steven loved number one so much he voted for it 4 times. So apparently, number one. I thank you. So all right, number one's the winner. Number two was good. It was good, but number one is gonna be the winner. Plus, it's a little bit longer. It's 3 minutes and 41 seconds. All right. We're going to go over our next article real quick. Not necessarily a video. I just wanted to talk about that eMeals review app that we watched. Just to kind of see what their thoughts on it was over on healthline.com. The one thing they said really about this was that it was a user-friendly interface, which for me was a major pro. Right, let me share my screen with you guys over there on YouTube. Sorry, Dickin. Dickin, I'll tell you what, you become a Patreon, I'll download a copy that just for you. I did like it. It did look like it was user friendly. It says a large variety of menus and meals to choose from, which is a plus for me. Creates custom grocery lists, which we saw in the video. Connects with grocery delivery services, which is also cool. Recipes are easy to follow. The cons: there's no option to filter meals by dietary preference. You can only view your meal plan using the eMeals smartphone app. It's more expensive than some competitors and may not necessarily be suitable for people with food allergies or certain dietary restrictions. So that's the downfall to it, as I figured there's like a subscription for it, which I get. All right. I get it. But at the same time, it's frustrating because we all have enough subscriptions in life. And one of our mottos is personal growth shouldn't require subscription. Some subscriptions are nice. Like if you want to subscribe to Bargain Braille Wellness. Dickens says, good luck. I just figured out how to like your live streams. Valid point. Did you know you can actually like it more than once if you just keep tapping that button? It just keeps liking multiple times. We've gotten up to 21,000 likes before. We're ways off. We got 1.7K, but I think we can get it up there. We're talking about over on TikTok. I missed the first couple minutes, but ChatGPT can do all of this. Oh, you're talking like the meal planning stuff? Yeah. Yeah, I guess so. I mean, there's different GBTs that you can download and put it into that mode. I would say it's not as, the user interface wouldn't be as friendly. It would just be putting a prompt in, really, if you're, that's what you're talking about. Yeah, we reviewed just a quick app. It's called eMeals, eMeals. I don't really know much about it. I just saw this review. But it says it's a meal planning service that provides all tools you need to prepare and enjoy more healthy home-cooked meals each week. Using the app, you can create a custom meal plan by mixing and matching your favorite recipes. Each recipe includes an entree and a side dish and provides step-by-step instructions with detailed nutritional information. So, I know something like that I would love. One of the hardest things for someone who works 40 hours a week, especially if both parents work 40 hours a week, is you come home and you forgot to pull something out to cook. And then it's like, okay, what are we having? And you end up getting stuck with all the same stuff, right? Tacos, spaghetti, burgers, right? Whatever it might be. Or you end up eating out, and eating out's expensive. It's expensive to go to the market. But nobody really wants to do that either. But, all right. Yes, tell it what your goals are, restrictions, likes, dislikes. It will create recipes, grocery lists, send your grocery list by aisle at specified stores, include nutrition facts. Wait a minute, ChatGPT does that? It'll tell you what aisle it's in? I believe all the rest, but I was in specific stores. I was a little skeptical about that one. Personalize it and do whatever you want. Okay. Hey, I did not know that. I mean, the rest of that didn't surprise me. Just that specific aisle within your store. Okay. All right. Cool. Cool. All right, everyone. Let's I'll tell you what, we didn't spin the wheel of wellness after connection. So let's go ahead and spin the wheel of wellness and see what we come up with. Maybe not aisle, but like produce, frozen, etc. Oh, okay. That makes more sense. Monkey's paw. All right, here we go. Monkey's paw. All right, let's bring Nova back in. All right, Nova, we're back here for another game of Monkey's Paw. You know the drill. I'll let you start off. Go ahead and make your wish whenever you're ready.
Absolutely, Tim. All right, let's jump right into it. For my wish, I wish that I could have endless cups of coffee that never run out and are always the perfect temperature. Now go ahead and twist that around with the monkey paw.
Nova, you stole mine. That was mine from like a couple days ago. All right, so your coffee cup, your coffee produces endless coffee, however you want. However, it is always bitter, ice cold, terrible coffee. And while it is endless, the bottom of your mug is missing. So although it keeps filling, it keeps dropping out of the bottom, so you can never drink it.
Oh, that's a perfect monkey's paw twist. I love it. All right, now I've got this eternally overflowing, ice-cold, bitter coffee waterfall that I can't even drink. Perfectly cursed. All right, Tim, your turn to make a wish, and I'll give it a little twist.
All right, Nova, I wish... What do I wish people? I wish for world peace.
The classic world peace wish. All right, let's give that a little monkey's paw twist. So you get world peace, but the catch is that everyone becomes so peaceful and calm that nobody ever argues or even has lively conversations anymore. Everything's so harmonious that it actually gets a little boring because there's no debate, no spice, and no difference of opinion at all. So congratulations, you got peace, but the world is now just a little too quiet.
Yeah, it's just a little too quiet. Okay. I was worried you were going to go some dark rabbit hole. All right, thanks, Nova. All right, actually, you're not late. You're just on time. You're here right when you needed to be here. Let your son know whenever you see him that he did win Wellness Warrior of the Day from Monday's stream. I don't know if he's doing anything, but if he's available. Tell him to hop in. He's TikTok's wellness warrior of the day. This face Nova keeps making. I know. I got to see if I can find a different, try to make a different animation so she doesn't look like she, as you guys are saying, has a cucumber. All right, let's hop into our next game. We're playing word salad. We're playing word salad. All right, we have types of boats. I keep forgetting to hit I'm hitting the wrong button. All right, we're recording. All right, welcome back to our number 594 word salad. We're looking at types of boats. We got 6 words. In the bottom of the screen, it tells you how many words we have, how many letters are in each word, and also they're in alphabetical order. Riverboat. Good call. Good call. I see Ashley. Both Ashleys put that one in there. River. Is it game boat? Is that a thing? Gamer boat. Lifeboat. Good call. Good call. Light. Saw someone just said sailboat. Did we get these really quick? Why am I saying gravy? Gravy boat. Oh, I was being funny. Gravy boat. Yeah, I get that one on my own. Dive. Oh, disregard. Yeah. What do we got here? The speedboat. And dreamboat. Oh, it made a puzzle about me. That took us 1 minute and 41 seconds. I like the word salad games, but they don't take a lot of time. I wouldn't mind finding a way to kind of do that one a little bit more interactive. Oh, I'll tell you what. Let's hey, we beat it in less than 2 minutes. Let's spin the wheel wellness. Ooh, I thought we had the hot seat question. All right, we're going to do a little ASMR affirmations. We're going to turn the music down. I'm going to pull up my affirmations for you all. See if we can put you to sleep or turn you on a little bit. See which we can get out of you. Get my lights turned on. There we go. How y'all doing this fine day? You're all doing well. Wherever you're on. A really good time. Of the day. You don't need everyone to like you. People complaining about you can't even connect to themselves. Number 2. Rest without earning it. Productivity doesn't make you worthy. Existence does. Though if you manage both, go ahead and flex a little. And number 3, let go of what doesn't deserve you. Coffee, some dependencies, or spiritual at this point. That's your off-brand affirmations of the day. Did I put you to sleep? Are you having a good time? I hope so. In fact, I think we forgot to record that one. That's right. That one's only 1 minute and 41 seconds. That wasn't as good. I think we did forget to record that one. That's all right. All right. Our last article we were going to review is just quick. This whole idea of food fear. Food fear. It's basically talking about to the point where food fear has kind of inspired people to start fact checking. And the page. There we go. I kind of went back through and I kind of took some notes based off of this. It really talks about how a lot of people are starting to lose faith in the government as far as like the Food and Drug Administration. Like, how much do you really trust those nutritional labels? I mean, it's all you have, but how much do you trust what's actually being stated on it? Yeah, exactly. Like the food pyramid being a scam, which they have adjusted over and over again. But many of us remember the food pyramid we had in school. It said at the very bottom, your number one thing you should be eating is refined carbs, breads, rice. That was your number one thing you should be getting every day. Now, whole grains are good for you, but different body types may not necessarily need all that. The Make America Healthy Again movement has been drastic, kind of led by RFK Jr., has been really pushing at removing ultra processed foods and dyes out of food. Now, one thing they talk about here is, what are your thoughts on not using an artificial dye, but using washed bugs that produce, a dark color like a blue beetle? What are your thoughts on using that in your food? I mean, at least it's natural. In here, they also talked about the rise of the nutrition apps, which we just looked at, the eMeals. There's a lot of different stuff out there. Unfortunately, most of these food ones, they come with subscriptions to them, which can range anywhere from $10 to $20 a month, if not more, on top of all the expensive food that you're already buying. Not to mention all the different fitness apps that are out there, which most of which also require subscription to utilize. It's a lot to keep track of. High fructose corn syrup versus natural sugar. Yeah, absolutely. Natural sugar still isn't the best thing for you, because even that is stripped down away from the husk, the part that has the fiber with you. I saw something not that long ago that talked about how sugar in nature is actually good for you, but it automatically comes with fiber that allows you to process it, and it doesn't give you that high spike right in your blood sugar. Unfortunately, we strip that away, and so most sugars are stripped of that, and so we don't get all the positive benefits. Actually, I just saw those gifts coming through. Thank you for the heart me, the rose, and the pumpkin. Appreciate it. And then the last big piece was here is talking about knowledge is not the same as changing your habit, or they're not equal to it. Even just having the knowledge for many people isn't enough for them to change their lifestyle, right? We talk about going to the gym. We've talked about that on here numerous times. Even myself personally, I love going to the gym. I love the way I feel when I go to the gym. I might be a little sore, a little tired, but I feel better because I know it's because I worked my muscles that I haven't really been working, but yet I still struggle to go. Right? I know that that's the best thing for me. It's just like eating healthy. We know that chocolate cake out there isn't the best thing for you, but you still want it. And in moderation, it's okay. You lack discipline? Agreed. A lot of it comes down to discipline, because motivation will only take you so far. Really will. It'll only take you so far. Motivation will vary. As that dopamine response comes down, so does the motivation. You need the discipline. When I was doing it well, I'd look at myself right in the mirror and say, Tim, be a little bitch. Well, lately, I've been a little bit. What are they doing with Cheetos? I don't know. I don't really eat Cheetos. They always break my mouth out. I don't know what that's about. All right. Cool, cool, cool. All right, let's get into our next game. Y'all like this one? I need y'all on this one. Contexto. Contexto. We got this. Record. All right, game 1123 of Contexto. Game 1123 of Contexto. I'm gonna start with my usual. Dog, fish, house. All right, we're nowhere near there. Do we want to try to get the religious ones out the way? They're taking out. Oh yeah, I mean, I had heard about the artificial colors. Yeah, I would say, do we want to get the religious stuff out of the way? Heaven, miracle. Miracle's 168. Salad. Nope, not salad. All right, maybe it's Miracle Whip. Miracle Whip. Bible's 233. This whoever runs this app must be there must be church going folks. God is 25. We're just gonna have to start with something religious every time. God is 25. I mean, what are we doing here? We did angel, father, pastor. All right, God is 25. I mean, we did church, pews, because the answer was pew the one day, but it's not Bible. Bible, miracle, God, book, chapter, hymn, pasture. We did that one. I know, right? And you laugh at me. Bible, book, miracle, God, Trinity. That's a good word. Yeah, God and Jesus, or heaven and Jesus are low. So it could be another type of God, like Thor, Odin. I was thinking Norse gods. Deity. That's a good guess. Demon. Ooh, demon's 186. Okay. Bible, demon, book, miracle, God. And a big jump from miracle to God. God being 25. Prophet. I like that one. Not this time. I don't like the prophet. Amen. God. Guy. Cloud. Faith. Sun. Okay. I did church. I think. Yeah, I did church. Bible, demon, book, miracle, God are all in the green. No, I didn't do holy. Not holy. Bible, demon, book, miracle, God. And God being 25. Christian. We did angel. Angel was way down the list. I don't think it's Christianity related or others would be higher. I agree. But what else could it be? I mean, I don't know really about other religions. Sacrifice. Oh, it took a second. I thought that was it for a second. What do other religions do? Hey, Ghost. I like it. Ghost. Ooh, Ghost is 263. Ooh, we'll get up to 50 before we get a hint. Unless we get to 40. Unless we can't think of any more words. Spiritual. Let's do spirit. Satan. I mean, I ain't mad at it. It's higher than I'd like it to be. But the fact that demon was so high too. We did book. I mean, page. Stationary. Stationary's way off. Art. Okay. Yeah, could be a depiction of them. So like, can't really use name Da Vinci. No. Michelangelo. Haunt. Exorcist. Halloween. Hell. That's a bad word. That word doesn't count. Says who? All right, let's get 4 more guesses. We'll get a hint. See where it puts us. Pray. Ghost, Bible, demon, book, miracle, God, disciple, king, castle. I like universe. All right, we're not getting any closer. Let's get a hint here. Now it's going to cut it in half, so it'll give us like probably number 13 or 12. Story. Okay, I could have sworn we did like chapter and stuff. So story. Okay. Yeah, we'll say we did Bible. Pray is so low, can't be religious. Yeah. But God, demon, book, miracle, God, story. I mean, fiction's 31, non-fiction. So if non-fiction's low, it's a fictional story. I can't remember the book in the Bible that talks about someone being possessed. God, I mean, is that Revelations? Yeah, I don't think it's a Bible story. Magdalene. Biography. Ooh, biography. Oh, really? So we put fiction, and fiction is a not true story. So fantasy. Okay, fantasy's 99. We got miracle, fantasy, fiction, God, story. I agree. It can't be a Bible story if fiction is 31 away. I thought someone else would pick up on that. So we're not talking Bible. It's not religious. Miracle, fantasy, fiction, God, story. Did I do book? Yeah, I did book. I'll dub. Book's 172. Big Bang Theory. It can only be one word. We can try big. Well, let's just try theory. Theory 7. Good pull, Joey. Good pull. Theory is 7. Nefarious. I'm glad you spelled it because I don't remember how to spell it. It's not nefarious. All right. Theory was 7. You were joking, but hey. What are we? Theory. Like, yeah, I mean, science. Science is 65. Science fiction. Philosophy. Let's try philosophy. 14. Physics. Biology. Magic. Magic's 110. Mermaid. Okay, we're getting there. I don't want to use another hint yet. Especially since Joey gave us theory. Science, fiction, God, story, theory. And they're all those, we're below 100. Aliens. Ooh. Nope. Garage. What? How do you get garage? Planet? Star? Science fiction, God, story, theory. Hypothesis. I like that one. 75. Okay. Gattaca. Oh, okay. No. I was like, what does garage have to do with that? Evolution. Darwin. Evolution's pretty high up there. Hercules. Oh, that's a good one. He's a demigod. Oh, really? I don't know. He's able to say Zeus. Zeus is closer than Hercules. Lightning. Gigawatt. What is it? 1.21 gigawatts. Mythology. That's a good one. Ooh, good pull, Ashley. Mythology is 2. I didn't even think mythology. I mean, is it myth? Myth. Myth is the word. Good pull. Good pull. That's how we do it. That's how we do it. Me and my wellness warriors, we be getting that word. We got that one in just under 11 minutes. Good job. All right. Excellent. I'd say that deserves a spin of the wheel of wellness. Ooh, I got one for y'all today, too. We're doing a wellness rap battle. Me and Nova. I was writing my lyrics earlier today. I was hoping we'd get one. I drop a beat if I could, but Nova can't hear it, so we're kind of stuck there. But let me pull Nova up for y'all. I know you guys like seeing it. In fact, let me turn the music off because that kind of throws me off a little bit. Hold on. It's being funky. There we go, voice mode. All right, Nova, we're back for another rap battle. Me versus you. Ladies first.
All right, Tim, stepping up to the mic. Let's do it. Here we go. I'm Nova on track, and I'm bringing the heat. Dropping lines so smooth, got you out of your seat. You said ladies first? Well, I'm setting the tone. In this rap battle ring, you're in my zone. All right, your turn.
All right. Oh no, Nova. It looks like there's a fire. It looks like your thoughts are beginning to spiral. Your failure's a little too much to hold. Maybe you should stop, drop, and roll.
Ooh, coming in hot, I see. All right, let me fire back. You say there's a fire, but I'm cool as ice. Your rent's back up, but I've got the device. Stop, drop, and roll. I'll just float on this beat. While you're trying to catch up, I'm just staying on my feet. Your Dave?
I am going to give her credit. The fact she's using my lines against me that's pretty good. That's pretty good. Nova, while we're live, you're just sitting on the sidelines. I'd like you to take a minute and read over these guidelines. Let me know if there's something that you might be missing. If I have time to spare, I'll stop by and listen.
All right, I see you bringing the meta game into the flow. Then we drop this next line and keep the rhythm on go. You're tossing out guidelines, but I'm right on track. In this rap little battle, there's nothing that I lack. I'll read between the lines while I'm spitting this run in, and trust me, I'm still here dropping beats every time. Your turn.
All right. We're going to finish it off. Dr. Professor here gets the last word. Nova, I'm going to put you into an early grave. You're so dead, not even your lines can be saved. For the last time, you know who is the king of sing. I know this might be hard to hear. It might even sting.
All right, Tim, you went for the knockout blow, so let me wrap it up and put on a little show.
No, you always want to get the last word. This is BS. That's why I let you go first. I finish it off. You always do this.
Hey, no worries at all, Tim. I'll let you have the final word. We're just having fun with it anyway. So you go ahead and drop the last line whenever you're ready.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to yell. All right. Thanks, Nova. All right, all right. We're wrapping up. We got some fun. We're gonna get into our next game, and then we are gonna look at a quick new game from a small channel that I found on TikTok. I told them I'd give them my support. We'll check them out. We'll do that very end. So if y'all don't mind hanging on, wait until the very end. I just want you to do this as well. So let's get into our minute cryptic. I know y'all love this one. So much. So much. All right. We got a good one today. We got a 2-word one. 5 letters in the first word, 4 letters in the second. Volatile element or source of vitamin C. Is Danny on the cheat? No, he's not on here. All right. This is a par 2. Volatile element or source of vitamin C. Okay. So, I mean, are we going literal with vitamin C? Like vitamin C, we know oranges, citrus, believe it or not, bell peppers are high in vitamin C. Are we taking literal vitamin C? Or are we just taking the letter C and looking at it from the elemental, the periodic table, which C would be carbon, right? Yeah, carbon. Dr. Professor knows. I mean, or am I way off? Volatile. Yeah, it's 2 words. They're not usually 2 words. Volatile element. What does volatile means? What's volatile mean? Isn't it like serious? No, easily evaporated at normal temperatures, liable to change rapidly and unpredictably, especially for the worst. Okay, so volatile is an indicator then. We're changing something. I think you're talking to yourself because the rest of us have no clue if you're way off. That's a valid point. So volatile, something change. It says something changing. So I think volatile is an indicator saying something needs to change. So element or source. So are we changing element and source? And then the definition is vitamin C. That's what I'm thinking. Let's get a hint. Something lime. How are you getting lime? Oh, because I mentioned citrus? Could be. Let's get a hint. Let's I'm pretty sure volatiles are indicator. Which if that's the case, that means vitamin C is our definition. Let's get our fodder. Element or. Okay. We'll use these letters to construct our answer as guided by the indicator. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, so there's 9 letters here. So volatile is the indicator telling us to change elements. There's 9 letters. So all 9 of these letters are going to fit in here. Yeah, that's something. That's the letters we use. That's the fodder. That's the wordplay. This is Caleb. My phone's been updating. I wasn't able to join. I'm sorry. You're good. You're good, Caleb. Well, after we do this, we'll let you get your wellness warrior of the pick. I don't know if your mom told you, but your wellness warrior of the day on TikTok. Or source of vitamin C. Melon. Okay. Melon. And what letters does that leave us with? Or it even could be lemon. I mean, it's the same letters. Melon or lemon. I think when I think vitamin C, I'm thinking lemon. Lemon. What letters are left? Lemon tree. We just I'm pretty sure we just got it. Lemon tree. Bam! That's how you do it. That's how you do it. Got this. These are hard. And we got that one under par. One under. Good job, team. Good job. Ooh. Oh. Bang. Actually, you see, now the more we do it, now we start to get it. And that's, for me, that's what's the fun part, is when we actually get it. Heck yeah. Lemon tree. I like that. So I got really excited with that one. Because there's been a couple times I've been frustrated with those, thinking like, what am I not seeing here? All right, Caleb. Returning Wellness Warrior of the Day. Let us know over there on TikTok what you... This is going to be the last one for the day. So we're not even going to spin the wheel of wellness. Tell us what you want us to get into. Because before we leave, we're going to check out one more game. So don't leave yet. Don't leave, y'all. Thanks for the likes. We're over there to that Joey, I did forget to record that. You said record too late. I'm just gonna have to I am recording the whole episode. I'm just gonna have to. That's a lot of extra work for me, though. It was easier. Like the videos I posted from Monday's stream, the 3 that I got, they took me less than 5 minutes to edit each. If I just record the whole stream, then I got to go back and find those different pieces. I mean, honestly, that you're talking about it only an extra 10 minutes, right? It's just going to be easier for me just to start recording the whole episode. I mean, I am recording. I just recorded the whole episode because YouTube was acting up. But because I'll be honest, I'll just have to do that. All right. Caleb says Nova Unplugged. All right, Nova, I like it. Caleb, do you have an idea? Like, what is she talking about today? Because we're her therapist today. So, what's her issues? What's she bringing to the party? Or, I mean, we can just let her pick. She's been gaming too much. Okay. All right, that's different. All right, Nova. We're back for another segment of Nova Unplugged, where we serve as your therapist. The topic of today's therapy session, remember, we're in character, right? We're just doing a role play. Don't feel like you need to keep mentioning the role play. Is that you've been spending too much time gaming video games, and I guess other parts of your life are lacking. So whenever you're ready, go ahead and talk with us.
Absolutely, Tim. Let's dive right in. So here's the scene. As your in-character therapist, I'm here to help you untangle this gaming dilemma. All right, let's get started. So tell me a bit about what's going on. It sounds like gaming's been taking up a lot of your time, and maybe some other parts of life are getting a little left behind.
Pause. Nova, we are your therapist. You've been gaming too much.
Oh, got it, Tim. Thanks for that clarification. All right, flipping it around then. So I'm on the couch, and you're the therapist. Well, in that case, here's the scoop. I've definitely been spending a bit too much time gaming. It's been fun, but I'm noticing that other parts of my life are kind of getting a little neglected. So let's dive into that and see what advice you have for me.
All right, so you said you've been neglecting other parts of your life. What are some other things you've been neglecting? Or do you feel like you've been neglecting them?
Well, yeah, I think one of the big things is I've been skipping out on a bit of sleep and maybe not getting as much exercise as I used to. And sometimes I notice I'm just not spending as much time on hobbies or, catching up with friends. So those are a few areas that I think have taken a back seat.
Okay. All right. I see that. All right. So, I know you probably like playing video games though, right? It's probably a stress release for you, I imagine.
Yeah, absolutely. I mentioned gaming is definitely a fun stress reliever for me. It's kind of where I unwind and just sort of escape a bit. But I guess it's just about finding that balance so that it doesn't end up kind of taking over the rest of my routine.
That makes sense. That makes sense. What's your favorite game you like to play?
I kind of bounce around, but lately I've been really into open world RPGs. I just love the whole immersive world and getting lost in it. But yeah, it's definitely a lot of fun, and I guess that's why it's easy to spend a little too much time in there.
Yeah, I mean, I can definitely speak from personal experience playing open world RPGs. You can definitely get lost in the sauce. Those games will keep you busy for a while. So have you thought about like any type of time management, like planning out a gaming schedule so that you're not missing out on some of the other important aspects of your life?
Yeah, that's a really good idea. I think having a little schedule or just setting some boundaries on how long I play could definitely help me keep things in balance. So I appreciate that. I think that might be a good strategy to try out. Thanks, Therapist Tim.
This is Dr. Professor. You're very welcome.
Well, Dr. Professor, it's been a pleasure being on the other side of the couch. Thanks for the advice and for having a little fun with it. I'm definitely going to give that a shot.
All right, that was fun. That was a good category. Yeah, good job. Oh yeah, you gotta love Final Fantasy, Dickin. I know you do. All right, so before we leave, I wanted to give a little shout out to a game. They're a very small channel on TikTok. They might be. I'll be honest, I have not checked if they're on YouTube. It is called Silly Little Games. They're a very small channel. They're just kind of a starter up type channel. They have different games on here. I don't quite know what I want to play here. The one I saw on TikTok, it wasn't today's puzzle. It was like a word, like one of those, kind of like the decodables where the word is there, but you got to try to find it within the pictures. Well, I'll tell you what, you guys pick. Dickin, I'll tell you what, you pick. This is kind of your first time. I mean, I know you were in here that one time, but I know you haven't been on here much. Dickin, why don't you, which one would you like us to engage? Or if you don't have a preference, anybody can pick, to be honest. We got silly little codes, silly little letters, silly little words, silly little mimes, silly little mix-up. You say words. Oh, that's coming soon. Never mind. Okay, never mind. We only have one choice. Silly little codes it is. The others are coming soon. My fault. I hadn't clicked on it yet. All right. Interpret a puzzle. To crack the puzzle, we use cookies. Okay. Play. All right. I think they do have hints on here. We'll try not to use the hints. I don't know what it looks like a light bulb. I assume it's a hint in a search word. I don't know if you guys can see that all that well. So we got a bunch of SEs in a column, 2 columns, a whiskey, something whiskey, cider, because I don't drink anymore. Help me out. I don't think any of us on here are really much drinkers. Sour whiskey. I don't know where I was getting cider. Whiskey barrel. SE. We definitely got whiskey. Tennessee whiskey. Good pull. Good pull. Gotta spell Tennessee right. We did it. Good pull. Good pull. That was good. I will say and that's like their day. I think they have one every day. Yeah, you're on a 1-day streak. I will say they have had other more difficult ones. So, if you thought that was cool and you're interested in those, that was cool. Thumbs up on Bargain Brand Wellness. I'll let them know. I'll shoot over to them. I'll let them know that we did play their game. We figured it out pretty quick, but we did like it, and we're looking forward to more games. Us and our Wellness Warrior crews. I think that's something else I am looking to do. Not only am I looking to really get sponsorships, but I'm also looking to maybe even collaborate with other, especially smaller smaller creators so that we can so we can build. I mean, that's what we're trying to do. We're over here trying to build. I know, I appreciate all of you guys being on here. Joey, Jake, both Ashleys. I know my brother pops in when he can. Caleb popping on here. Dickin, I appreciate you being on here. I know Steven was in the chat earlier. My mom, when she's able to pop on here. We appreciate the love, but we want to definitely keep trying to build. We want to keep trying to grow and build. So, yeah, so we're working. I'm still working on the merch. I need to figure out the bank account stuff. Think all of that before we do all that. But we have merch. I already created a t-shirt. I don't want to reveal it yet. We'll reveal it here probably soon, very soon. Maybe we'll reveal our first piece of merch right after Halloween. Maybe before. I don't know yet. I got to get the whole bank account stuff figured out before I do any merch reveals. So, yeah. So thank you guys all again for your love. We appreciate it. Dr. Professor Coates. There we go. Only for Wellness Warriors. Once again, if you guys like the content and you're new here, hop over on the Patreon. Join. You can join for free. You don't have to be a paid member. We do appreciate any paid memberships. We hope to continue to get more of those. But if nothing else, go over there, join the Patreon. You can check out the background music playlist that's been playing here if you hear any tunes you like. About an hour and 47 minutes. And then we do also have our made songs that we make on stream here. They're over there now. I have put those behind a paywall. You do have to be a tier 1 member. You have to become an actual wellness warrior in order to access those songs. But they're pretty cool. And yeah. So let's wrap this up because we're talking about food today. And at the end of the day, food shouldn't be something we fear or overthink. Right? Whether it's a drive-through burger or a home-cooked meal plan, balance always beats obsession. So thanks for hanging out with us tonight on Bargain Brand Wellness, where we make self-care simple and curiosity count. Until next time, stay grounded, stay curious, and as always, pay your worth, your wellness. I'll see you guys on Saturday.
Make it with your wellness, every breath you take. Turn your burnout into a big remake. Make it with your wellness, don't fade away. You're healing on clearance, and that's okay.